Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
She'll be coming at you. So I don't hate this pick. I think the Viego works well into what they're setting up because they have so much pick, and the Viego is just going to be able to obviously reset and pop off, but they want to have more isolation here with the
T1 playing very respectfully, and you can see Ona once again lurking. Great positioning for the Lee Sin as he gets the knock-up. Gumushi still in trouble even though the Lee Sin's here, but they get the first blood. Gumushi walks it out. He just needed the flash, guys. That's all he needed, and that's all they had remaining, is now Ona still looking for more. Wants to be able to grab this. He safeguards forward, gets the flash out of Moham as Teddy's trying to punish any potential overextension, but another Q is going to land as he flashes to bring Ona under the turret. The handshake! That was 11 head from Kwangdong Freecs, but Moham, oh, it's going to get blocked as well. What an amazing...
super hard right now.
Yeah, Teddy getting taken down relatively low. Ona's position hasn't been given away yet. As Ellen moves in, they get the handshake, but there's the Q. It connects onto Teddy somehow. The bailout comes in, but it's not going to work. Cannon Barrage is also largely ignored as Gumushi's going to cash in at 7.5 minutes here in game number 2. And things are looking much different.
Okay, Cataclysm is ready this time.
Yeah, LM's moving on over. I don't think they know where Moham is as Whirling Death flies through. Carrier off to the side, but they're looking for Gumushi first. Teddy is going to be able to lock that one down as now Fate gets on down here. He's spirit rushing forward, but Kerry is going to be left alive for now as they're running. Buffed a little bit. That passive goes off a little bit more as Faker's going to weave his wall over. He wants Moham.
They know he's flashless.
He does find the seismic shove, but they do manage to get the ulti through. LM in a bit of trouble, who's now completely zoned away from his team. Of course, the Q lands from Ona, and they lock down that pick off as well. And T1 will seamlessly transition into this Drake as well.
There was no winning here for Kwangdong Freecs. Your support has no flash. There's a wave crashing into the turret bottom side that Teddy is going to lose if you really want to force a fight here. And you just don't have choke point control. They have Weaver's Wall. And all it takes is Guma Summoners to make sure he lives. As Carrier.
Yep, another arrow is already off cooldown as Teddy is going to get bailed out. Let's see whether they can grab the kill. They do! And now Fate is here. Can he land the charm? Of course he can! Gets Gumushi against the wall and will be able to guarantee it. Beautifully done.
One more time is okay, maybe not.
Yep, never mind. Keen is just battling against Zeus here, who's just ignoring the gangplank damage and might just kill him. As he can always headbutt the wall. Good little movement there from Keen to avoid.
Flash?
But there's the flash. The brittle was there, and he was just waiting. He was just waiting for a breath.
He knows he's no longer running the show necessarily. There's a lot of damage here in Kwangdong Freecs' side. They have strong engages. Once again, we're going to see the Jarvan rotate over.
Another Fate's Call. Gumushi not going to get knocked up from it, but will go down as Teddy's just going to rip out all of the sticks. We have one dragon apiece here for both of these teams. 2.5 minutes on the Baron. And so not going to need to worry about that for the next little while as there's a knock-up. Ornhorn to come in. Zeus taking matters into his own hands. Cannon Barrage, though, in a pretty good position. And Zeus not going to be able to get the kick that he's looking for. He does secure the kill onto Moham, but it's a 1-for-1 trade at the moment as Teddy trying to be in position to get these auto attacks down. There is the movement forward as Fate is going to get the stopwatch out of Faker. Ellen flashes to get himself out of the way, but Teddy locks down the kill. But in goes Zeus. He will be taken down though as the flash comes out. Teddy's playing so well today. It's just ridiculous as Gumushi completely out of mana but avoids the charm. And Kwangdong Freecs, they win another team fight.
This is a massive lead for them now, Atlas. They win another team fight, but 4 kills on the Ahri, 4 kills on the Kalista. And once again, T1 forcing a fight in neutral, not playing around the power of the Weaver's Wall, not using it at all. And it's really Zeus who's pulling the trigger, looks for the knock-up there into the Ornhorn, and it was a great and fantastic. He's like, I know I need to be the carry for this team. I need to do so much damage. You guys have a lot of tools to shut me down, but the QSS is going to be so extremely valuable for him.
Yeah, and also he took heal. I didn't even really notice, but I mean, that's pretty egregious.
It's for the Draven matchup, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But it Baron, so they have to be very aware of that because there's still no vision on Baron whatsoever for T1 at the moment.
Yeah, these volleys are just flying through, making Kwangdong Freecs' life annoying. As Ona just fishing for any potential Q to come through. This minion wave is going to come down as the arrow connects onto Elim somehow, and he will get punished. Cataclysm went down. You tried to deny the Ornhorn. I believe it did, as Zeus didn't get a whole lot of CC there, but still, a whole lot of this damage has been done as Faker is going to block off so many members, and Teddy Oh, flashes behind Faker's wall and is just kept there in the little... He's like in Harry Potter's cupboard under the stairs wall. That's not what you want to see.
He just flashed right into jail. You ever just flash right into a cell? Yeah, I just didn't know the Weaver's Wall was going to interact that way with that wall and have that little tiny pocket that he would be trapped in. He might have expected the Weaver's Wall's on the edge, but he would actually just be pushed through it. There was just a tiny gap that he gets stuck in, but I love how T1 handled this whole scenario, as Fate is going to look to grab a free charm here, but won't lead to anything else.
He has a stun, but yeah, Zeus is very tanky, like you were talking about. The arrow looks majestic as it flies by. Another seismic shove, though, as Faker has certainly downloaded LM today. That is going to be his second one in a row, and LM's going to have to get out. As T1, I don't know what happened, but over the last minute, they have had some of Michael's secret stuff, and they are looking absolutely fantastic. They'll lock away this Drake as well after collecting the Baron. Amazing. As Kwangdong Freecs up against the ropes, and with a composition like this, the amount of outs are not very large. And T1, I mean, they're building ornaments as well. You can see it's upgrade on the crown, on the shield bow, and we still have a couple more to come through. But it's really starting to mean that even though they have a 4,000 gold lead, it's actually a bit higher than that with the amount of extra stats that they're picking up.
True.
From Ornn's Forge.
And also, Kwangdong has been one of the weakest teams at coming back from deficits. When they lose control of the map, they really lose control. And T1 are the best at pushing advantages.
Yeah, manages to buffer at that time to tell him.
Yeah, that was very close. They have an Ornn front line.
Well, another arrow into the seismic shove. The stand aside is actually going to troll Faker a little bit there as Fate is looking for a stun, gets it onto Faker. But it is still going to mean that they're able to take down this turret. Bit cute there from Ona. But he's not going to commit to anything, but still.
All the tools, all the control, and it's not even going to be a contest here for Kwangdong Freecs. 20 seconds on Baron means they can't trade. They can at least set up, but they will not be able to trade. They're going to have to win a fight to get this Baron.
Well, I think Kwangdong Freecs getting some vision control here is definitely important as Keen has to flash. Get himself out of the way, but Gumayushi's going to return the favor, and that is a very dead Pirate. Teddy in position, but he's going to get shoved. Faker picks him up. It's a double kill for Gumayushi, as now Faker's going to be able to secure it onto LM as well. And T1's revenge is swift here in game number 2. We're 30 minutes in, but Kwangdong Freecs, they're not going to be in this game for much longer.
Kwangdong Freecs had such a good mid-game. It looked like they might have been able to just choke T1 out of the game. They had a nice lead, but a few great calls from T1. Namely, their rush towards that 4th Drake was so massive. Now it's going to look to push to end the game. A lot of turret shots tanked, however, so we'll have to wait for these minions to come through.
Yeah, so it may not be over just yet. But, you know, it's sort of is. Faker is going to get caught. He was trying to take a Hex Gate. Hex Gates have been a very big problem here in the LCK for a large array of reasons.
Well, that was a game that was basically in T1's hands. They messed around with the push, took a few extra turret shots.
Does this mean Kwangdong get Baron?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. This is actually kind of a silly swing that should not have happened. And T1 have a teleport, so teleporting mid. Weaver's Wall is up for Faker, but he's not going to be here in time. This is kind of a disaster. Now, they do have Ash Arrow.
Yeah, and this Baron goes down extraordinarily quickly. This is Rageblade Kalista. They also have a lot of secure as the arrow is going to fly by, but it doesn't land onto Keen this time. Ona looks for a Q. He gets into the back of the pit and steals away the Baron. And now all of them are just fish in a barrel for Gumayushi to throw a lot of big axes at. He will be taken down, but Teddy is still looking for more. Carrier not going to get rendered that time around, though, as Ona is going to find Fate and locks down that kill. So the rest of T1 take matters into their own hands. And this game is now officially over.
Yes, the second time is the charm here, as Faker will, you know that time when you die in the solo queue game when your team pushes to end and you're really sad you're not there? That's Faker right now.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I want to be in the picture. I want to be in the photo.
Yeah, I want to be in the end. He's Weaver's walling his way over. Will he be in the final shot? I guess he might just barely get in frame in time. But T1, that really decisive call to push for Drake. I keep going back to it, but I think it was a beautiful call. It wins them the game. They turned it so brilliantly around Vision. Yeah. They will bring us to a 3rd game here. Not going to be Kwangdong Freecs with a back-to-back 2-0 this season around.